guys, this is attorney Jack from Diminished Value Defenders, and I'm just coming home from my normal morning routine. I went to Panera, got something to drink, something to eat, and I thought while I was driving back I would do a quick video for you guys. So it's interesting, over the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years, there are so many people here in North America that are using an asset to generate a consistent paycheck, and that's exactly what you think, your car. Some people are using their car to do Uber or Lyft, and they're putting in 25, 30, 40 hours a week, but they're their own boss, and they're making money by helping other people instead of using a taxi cab. You're picking people up at the airport or taking them to do their errands or whatever it may be. And it's been a godsend for so many people. You can look at all the stories of how successful many people are using their vehicle and doing rideshare. Then there's this other group of people that over the last couple of years that have decided to use their vehicle as an asset in a different way. And that is using platforms like Turo, where you actually rent out your vehicle to somebody else that needs a vehicle. So it's almost like a private, instead of going to Enterprise Rent-A-Car or Hertz or something like that, you have your vehicle, maybe you have an extra vehicle, or maybe you just don't use your vehicle all the time because you take the train to work or you walk to work or whatever it may be. So now you've turned your vehicle into this paycheck generator by renting out your SUV or your electric vehicle or your whatever it may be. And both of these are really a phenomenal and interesting way to be able to make money with your car. With Turo, it's interesting, it's fascinating to me because people have turned it into an even bigger business model by purchasing a vehicle and then using the money you're making from renting it out to pay off that vehicle. So in essence, in a few years, you've allowed other people to actually pay off your vehicle. We understand that concept because that's how a lot of people get involved with real estate, right? They purchase a house or an apartment or whatever, they rent it out, and that money ends up paying off their mortgage. Well, the same thing is going on for people in Turo. And what's fascinating is that the people that are taking it seriously are actually, creating a fleet of vehicles, several vehicles that they're renting out, just like you would do by having multiple properties or apartments or houses. And, it's interesting because what this means and how I can relate to this and how I can bring this to you guys is that, if you purchase an apartment to rent it out and that apartment ends up, having a house fire or something, or black mold or something terrible going on, you basically are out of luck, right? You can't rent that apartment anymore. You can't rent that home. And you've just lost all that income. Well, it's exactly the same thing when you're using a vehicle for Turo or for Uber or Lyft. If you're a driver with Uber or Lyft and you're bringing in several $1,000s a month, and you're that lucky guy that idiot that's driving down the road that's not paying attention while he's driving crashes into you, and your vehicle is in the shop getting repaired for 6 weeks, 7 weeks because they're waiting on parts, guess what? Your business is done, right? You have no business unless you have another vehicle or something. Your income stream is shut off for that 6 or 7 weeks. And that's not to mention the fact that if you did have a vehicle that's, let's say, 3-4 years old, 2 years old, that vehicle is no longer going to be worth the same amount of money because of diminished value. And understand that deal, that, that's because everybody has the access to Carfax and car history reports. So not only have you lost your income because you can't do your Uber or Lyft rides, but now your car, your one asset, your one business asset outside of yourself is gone, or is lowered. The value is lowered. So it's a nightmare. So as great as Uber and Lyft is, as great as the whole Turo model can be for people to generate funds and pay off a vehicle, one accident can devastate you. Now, instead of having people renting out your vehicle and using those funds to pay off a car, now it has to come out of your pocket, and which is even worse because your income stream isn't even there to pay for it. So it's a problem. It's definitely a problem. And what we're doing right now, after doing years and years of doing diminished value for people, we have recognized over the last 6 months just how many people are now being affected that are using their vehicles to generate income for themselves. How many people, how many of our clients have been coming to us, not just because of the diminished value, but because of the simple fact that not only is their car worth less, but now their income goes right down the drain. So we're making it a very, very important task to get out this type of information and let people know that if you're using your vehicle as a business model, with Uber, Lyft, or with Turo rentals, you need to be aware of this. If you have friends, family, or relatives that are doing this and get into an accident, please give them this video, give them our information, because when we represent you, and by the way, before we even represent you, it's just a free consultation. You can go to attorneyjack.com right now, watch the video, put in your information, or give me a call today, and I'm here to speak with you to determine whether you have one of two different type of claims. Do you have a diminished value claim? Do you have a loss of income claim? And you may even have a loss of use claim. So there's a lot of things going on here, and I'm standing by here to help you guys out. I love when people take, the bull by the horns, and they want to make a difference in their life. So they find ways of making an income stream outside of the normal 9 to 5. I'm passionate about teaching people those things in life. So when someone's affected by this, after they've already taken these steps to make this side hustle income, I feel that it's my job to help you out. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. So if you have had an accident that's due to the fault of someone else's negligence, and it's in a vehicle that you're using for business, even if it's a slightly older vehicle, if you rely on that vehicle to make your paycheck, you need to reach out to me. So check out attorneyjack.com today. Fill out the brief information, and I will call you immediately. Or you can reach out to me immediately. My phone number directly is 954-608-1716. Please, do not leave that money on the table. Let us make the proper claim today towards the at-fault driver's insurance company. You are owed this money. It's the negligence of another person, not your own fault, that you're not making that daily paycheck, as well as the money that is no longer going to be available to you when you try to sell that vehicle. Thank you very much. Happy holidays. We'll see you on the next video.